Hello YouTube, back again. If you hadn't yet, check out the Budget Flyers list. Super fun time, great deck, and I think it's a great way to attack the meta right now. But today we're doing Simic Ramp. We're going to be playing 3 games of Simic Ramp Best of 1 and 3 games of Simic Ramp Best of 3. And by 3 games, I mean 3 matches because it's Best of 3. But just to show that you don't need Growth Spiral to have a good ramp deck, and getting Ugin out early is still super oppressive and very good. Last thing before we jump right into the decks, if you hadn't yet, go to my Twitch, HimRecoMTG, and check out my last stream from Wednesday. I played through this Sultai midrange deck, number 1, and this Sultai midrange deck, number 2. Number 1 is more of a stock list that I found just to try and test out the meta, and number 2 is the mid-range deck that I've been working on for like the past month and a half that I was trying to contend with Band, because I just did not want to use Teferi. I didn't want to be the guy, and now he's gone, so yay. So definitely check those out, but today is Simic Ramp, so let's check out the deck. I'm going to show you best of 1 deck, then I'm going to play the games, and then I'll show you the best of 3 deck, and then play the games. They're very similar, it's just the best of 3 deck splashes black for board wipes in game 2 and 3 if we find that we need a little bit more time to set up. But essentially, this deck was pretty much playing Growth Spiral instead of a Boreal Grazer before, and I literally just took out Growth Spiral, throw in a Boreal Grazer. A Boreal Grazer does everything that Growth Spiral needs to do. Since our whole point is ramp here, we sure we lose out on the draw, but there will be some slight nerfing. But it also blocks the aggro decks low to the ground. So if you ended up against the mono red decks and they're throwing down their 1/1s, their 1/2s, their 2/2s, a Boreal Grazer has legs, and he blocks so well. So we lose out on a card draw, but we also gain some extra turns. So it's as if the Boreal Grazer gives us card draws down the road. But a Boreal Grazer alongside Cultivate, Euro, Migration Path, Solemn, and Nissa are our ramp package. Our payoffs are Crossus, Ugin the Ineffable, and Ugin the Spirit Dragon. And then on top of that, just to finish out the deck, we have 2 Bond of Flourishing. Again, it's life gain to help us get that extra reach. We literally just need to survive until we get Ugin down. But it's also a great way to use all of our extra mana. We have a turn where we just have like 12 lands in play, and we top deck a Bond of Flourishing. We're like, that's great. That is a perfectly fine card. Like, okay, 10 mana is still fine. An 8/8 cross, this is all right. We don't need the extra card draw. So it's just a really good card to top deck. It's really good early game, so we can find our lands. It's like a Growth Spiral that doesn't let us play the land, but it also gains us 3 life, which is almost as if giving us another turn. So that's the deck. Basic simple lands here. We do get to play some Radiant Fountains, Blast Zone. Scry lands are pretty fantastic, especially when we're trying to dig for our actual win condition pieces. But this is the list. I could definitely see potentially slight cuts, like we could go down Thornwood Falls and up another Radiant Fountain if you think that we need another untapped source. But the color fixing is great, but mainly the life gain is just what's really in there for us. So that's pretty much the one small slight change that you could potentially consider if you don't like having tap lands that don't scry you in your deck. But I like the color fixing, and I do want to get a little extra life to give that slight little bit of reach. No sideboard because we're doing best of 1. So let's hop right in there and see how this deck functions in a best of 1 meta. So while we're loading up the deck, since I'm not going to cut this port out, let me know what decks you guys are playing to try and climb the ladder. Like, post bannings, we've had a little while. We've had about a week. Yeah, it's been exactly a week because I'm filming this on August 10th. We'll see what time it actually gets posted to YouTube. But what decks are you guys playing? What are you guys using to attack the new meta? Do you agree with the changes? Do you disagree with the changes? Let me know. But for now, let's see if we can keep the ramp happening. Okay, so this hand's pretty bad. It's not fantastic. We're not doing anything until turn 3 unless we draw an untap lands. I think this is a safe and fine mulligan. The deck is playing Cultivate and Migration Path, so it's got some ways to get itself out of mulligans. The only other caveat is we are going first, so we can ride that, so it's as if we were on the play turn 2. But I think we can mulligan here. And this is the same situation, but at least we have more lands, so we're less likely to potentially get mana screwed. We'll throw away an Ugin here, and we'll start off with a Scry. We just want to find our beast, if we can, our Boreal Beast. Otherwise, we're just kind of tap land, Euro. Auras is a deck that I have been seeing a lot more of. Ugin's really great against it because all of their cards cost like 2 or less. Very few of them cost 3. Unless we're playing a bigger enchantment list. But we'll see. Bloodstone also fantastic in this matchup too. If they try and go big on their Alseed, we can just kill it. Get our life, work our way up. We're up to a 3/3 Crossus on next turn. Hopefully that draws us into a land. We'll be able to find out here. Alright, so they're blue-white. So they might just be a control list. Not sure what control lists are playing Alseed. It might be the one with the big old Pegasus. I'm just going to play the Crossus here. Opponent's got a potential response to my fetch. Cool. We have both of our blue sources, so we're just going to get all forests on any grabbing of basics that we do, just to amplify our Nissa if and when we draw her. Okay, so this is just a Azorius control with the... Why can't I remember the name of the Pegasus? Sunmane? Archon Sunmane? Something like that? It's the 3/4 for 4 Pegasus that whenever you play a enchantment, you make a 2/2 lifelinker. So now we have Castle Locthwain in the link, so we're a Esper list. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So migration path, I'll probably just play a Boreal Grazer as a blocker. It's probably better for us. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7. So we only have 7 lands. Okay. Sure, you can gain a life. We're going to lose our Grazer here. Bye, Grazer. A replacement. Okay. Really interesting position here. We play Ugin, we just tick down. We'd have to kill Doom Foretold, otherwise we'd lose Ugin. I guess we could play Ugin, tick down, and a Boreal Grazer to block. Yeah, I think that's what we gotta do. Otherwise they just start getting a whole bunch of value off of it. So let's play Ugin here. So there's a chance that they just let that effect go through because they thought they might have been able to attack in with their Alseed. So we play the Boreal Grazer second. That works too. Alright, so now we will play a big Hydroid Crossus, try to draw into lands and Ugin. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 makes a 5/5 Crossus. So we did hit that land. And then next turn we can play Euro, try to get some value to that. But right now we're just digging for our Ugin. Not there yet. Alright, let's start with... So the reason I'm not playing Year Out of the Grave here, I'm just trying to buy some time thin. Next turn we will sacrifice Solemn to Doom Foretold, draw a card, perhaps get enough to go Ugin. I would potentially like to wipe and clean up the board before playing Euro. Alright, so they're going to get a Doom Foretold trigger. We'll discard the basic island. Okay. Still not there. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We don't have enough to cycle through and draw an Ugin. Doom Foretold's gone. I guess we play a Euro. We don't have any way of getting things back from the graveyard, so it's fine just to kind of click willy-nilly. That's fine. Both to the bottom, that's good. That's what we like to see. Mana Flourishing, cool. We'll decline. We're going to use this for a card draw. Let's first thin. Sure, we can... Yeah, we'll do this. And we'll end the turn there. Interesting little grind fish we have here. One grindy fish. Love it if we can draw Ugin here to make sure that we can get rid of their Elspeth's Nightmare before they exile all of our Euros. Doom Foretold being very oppressive here. With a bunch of Euros, though. Let's start with a Bond of Flourishing, see if we can hit that Ugin. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we even have the ability to play around a Quench, too. So we'll take Nissa here. Get Euro before we lose them all. Really grind fest to start this off. There he is. Decline. And then we're going to leave this other Euro in hand because we're about to just lose our graveyard, so we'd like to have backups in case they kill the guy. And perfectly fine with Getting a Radiant Fountain in there. Not going to attack, but I want to start widening up the board anyway. They're definitely thinking. All right. Fair. Let's see what they do. Okay, so we -3 off Ugin. They're forced to sacrifice their their Doom Foretold. So we don't need to -4. Ooh, that's beautiful. Okay. So we will resolve this. We're going to sacrifice Euro, just because we're going to -3 anyway. And then let's play our first Ugin. And then -3, I believe. Yes, sirree, Bob. Bob is, in fact, your uncle. And I'm not going to cast Migration Path here. I believe we only have one basic left in the deck, so it's better for us to just use this to draw potentially a better card than a land. So what we're going to do is... I guess we'll start by cycling. Solemn's cool, solemn's cool. Yeah, we'll play Solemn. I think I have one left. Euro. This is useless for us now, so it's basically just discard fodder. And I think that's it. No, actually, I do think we... Well, what are the odds they make us discard without choice? Very minimal. And we want to get one more card in our graveyard, so we'll just cast this and fail to find. So now we have enough cards in our graveyard so that next turn we can get Euro out. Sure. That is A-OK-O. Do they have anything in the graveyard that I really care that they get back? No. Not at all. So there's no point in ticking down there, so let's... Big Ugin. Start smacking face a bit. See if we can turn this around. We want to keep some blue sources, so I guess we can start doing that. Start getting in there. You got it. Our spells are more expensive. That's okay. We can afford it. Yeah, Elspeth's Conquers Death is a whole lot less scary when they don't have anything good to get out of it. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, we'll be able to get Euro back. Cool. Interesting. On their turn, eh? We'll be patient. Ooh, that's nice. Just to get an extra card in the graveyard. We could hold it not sack in case they want to exile our graveyard again, but I don't feel it. Alright, how many cards we got in our deck here? 15? They like it. Nothing really great in our deck to take down for. Ugna's Mania there just is a great board wipe. We're not trying to draw a bunch of cards, especially at this point in the game. We'll just end up decking ourselves faster. So we are going for the kill. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let's make a cross this for 10. I think that's fine. Oop. Decline, and then let's finish this off. And I'm just going wide as possible. If they end up wiping us, this will get us enough permanents in our yard to play Euro on the following turn. So now let's swing. Alright, so we have a lot of lethal. If they board wipe us, we still have lethal. We have a lot of different ways to get lethal here. So we're going to go for like super lethal. And then we had a lot of Ugins we could have played too. Alright, so there's game 1. So let's hop on over to game 2. We're currently 1-0. That was a doozy. A doozy indeed. But that's the deck. I mean, Ugin just takes over the game. Unless you have like a whole bunch of permanents that require me to -7 on Ugin, he just comes back. Alright, so turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, maybe something busted on turn 4 or 5. Sounds good. Got the dog sleeves going on over here. So this actually might be the Flyers list that I posted earlier, but it's nice that our Boreal Grazer here has reach. Yep, alright, so this is the Blue-White Flyers list. All we have to do is simply survive long enough to get an Ugin down, and we can take things off from there. Save the fetch in hand because we are wanting to draw some lands here. This deck operates around playing a instant speed Anthem that gives all their Flyers +2/+2. Forcing them to do it now is great for us because now that gives us a lot more time. So I like that. Alright, so play this. 3 puts us to 3, not enough to do both of these, so we'll do the thing that gets us the most ramp. We'll do a migration path. We have all the blue sources we need, so we're just going to get forest straight on out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're live to draw Ugin here. And now it's a race. Now it is a race. Okay, that's cool. So let's gain some life back. Just gain some more life back. Cool. And then we will just cycle this migration path. The next time we can play a Euro, gain some more life. Of course, Ugin is the best draw. We'll be able to draw 2 cards here. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So if they had a Rally of the Wings, they could do 16 damage here. They do not. Okay. All right, well, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. So they have 10 on board. 11, 12 if they draw a flyer. So our out, let's see here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's not enough to draw with migration path. So I guess we get the biggest bang for our buck and try to gain life off of Nissa. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nissa. now we could cycle and potentially Ugin. So let's cycle. No. Okay. Let's Uro. And we need to fade them drawing a flyer, which is like the majority of their deck. Okay, alright, so we just literally need to fade a Rally of the Wings or a flyer. And we can potentially stabilize this game. So, we're at 3 life against the burn deck here. They draw one of the main spells in their deck, and we lose. So we need them to draw a land, essentially. Because their deck is lands and Rally the Wings. If they're playing the Seraph Angel, the 7/7 that makes all your flyers indestructible. Because they'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's that should just be lethal if they just all out attack me for Xaxes. Yeah, so 1 turn away. Ugin was 1 turn too late to the party, but that's the Flyers matchup. That deck is insanely strong and can do a lot of work really fast. So yeah, that's that. That's okay. That's okay. We're 1-1. 1-1. I was like, ooh, packs, open them. Alright, let's play the third one here. Play that third one and see if we can get the winning record. This hand does things. I'd like to scry into a land that can enter untapped for sure. Or just simply draw one here. Yep. So like I'm saying, like, there's a whole bunch of aggro decks going on right now. A good old bundle. Nope, we're looking for an untapped land. Alright, so we got a sacrifice deck here. Snot it. Snot it. No. I think we're good without it. And then we'll pass the turn. So our turn 2 was a lot less explosive as we would want to see it, but that's what happens. The old Castle Ventress. Cool. Sure. Really? They'll use the claim the firstborn as a shock? Oh, we got village rights? Okay. Okay. Alrighty. Cultivate. Put into play. Put into play. No need to give any information. We're just ramping here. We are just ramping here. Judith is good. Judith is good. This is another one of those matchups, like, as soon as we get Ugin, we just win the game. We just have to get Ugin. That's nice. It's pretty cool. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So, get 2 lands. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah. We will put the Triumph into play here. That way we can play the Vantress untapped. Make a really big Hydroid Crossus, gain some life. Of course, Claim the Firstborn is very good against Hydroid Crossus, but is what it is. Oh, man. Hydroid Crossus has had quite the ride, honestly. From once it first came out, the card has just been good. Uh-oh. It's a lot of damage. When it dies and dies. Okay, well, same story as before. We need to draw Ugin. We are on Ugin or bust. No, actually, we're dead. Priest sacrifices both the Dreadhorde Butchers, and we take a lot of damage. Woo! Okay, alright, so 1 and 2. 1 and 2. So, that's the best of 1 version. But it happens, you know? It happens. Sometimes you just don't get that winning record, but that's okay. We're going to move on to the best of 3 version now. So, I'll show you that list. And it is very similar. Very similar main board here. Less Migration Path. More Bond of Flourishing. Black lands. Sideboard we have 2 Aether Gusts, Scavenging Ooze, Wilt, Mystical Disputes, Extinction Events, Ritual of Soots, Shark Typhoon for when we have those mid-range matchups where you just gotta make a big shark or make 5/5 sharks, you know, and Thought Distortion for the control lists. So that's what we're gonna do now. So let's play traditional ranked best of 3 for the Simic. 3 games. See how well we can do. Alright, Epic Warfare. Hello, hello. We would love to play first. And this is fine. It's not fantastic. We don't have ramp, per se. But we do Scry on turn 1. Bond of Flourishing to find some things. It's fine enough to where a mulling is not necessary. You're going to find a whole lot less aggro lists in best of 3, so it's fine to be a little bit slower. That's nice. And before our opponent plays an aggro list. Cool. We like playing against the op decks. Let's hide a little information. Actually, going to take the Blast Zone here. We need more lands. We need to be able to get up to our stuff here, so. Opponent could be on Is It Beats? Hey. Looks like it is. Looks like it is. Alright, so now we will alert them of our Sultiredness. Tepidity. Alright, so we got 4 lands here, getting closer to Ugin into Ugin. Ooh, are we playing the new Phoenix list? That'd be pretty dope. Yeah, I'm probably just playing a 3/3 Crosses here. Make them deal with this, so they potentially have less things to deal with. Our Ugins that are going to be coming down this turn and the next turn. Or next turn and the next turn. I do like Is It. I do like Is It a lot. It's a tutelage deck. Okay. Yeah. We like that. We like that. We are going to kill the tutelage, though. We don't need things to get too crazy. Okay. So they really don't like it when we kill their tutelage. So, let's kill their tutelage. We could put in Mystical Disputes, but I don't think it's necessary, honestly. I think it's just kill their tutelage and be fine with it. For this one, Ugin is a little less fantastic, so we can go down 2 Ugins. And we're going to be on the beats plan, I do believe. But, you know, we'll actually go back up in Ugin. We'll go down a Bond, and we'll do it like that. Bolt turn is still really good. Like, I mean, we're an Ugin deck through and through, and even if we're only just bolting them, it's fine. That's fine. Opponent is choosing whether or not they wish to go first. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Forest off the top would be fantastic. Forest or green source. Well, you're a tapped forest. So we'll do you. Ooh. Opponent kept a one-lander. Well, that's a Boreal Grazer. Get a ramp on. Okay, they drew their second land. Very good. Did they keep like a... What did they keep? That's the real question. Do they have like 2 tutelage in their hand or something? I don't know. No tax. Might have to build myself an Is It tutelage deck. I don't know what its secondary win condition would be, because like if you just don't draw your tutelage, you're just out of it. Like, try scrying is something good. There's something good. Let's start the beats. Try to get there before our opponent finds their third land. We surprisingly don't have that many forests. So next turn we get a forest. 4 mana, yeah. So we have enough to play Nissa into Ugin. Oh no, opponent. Rough go of it. Okay. There are worse things for them to negate. Huh. Like that guy. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. Well, that's ineffable. Sure. Craw beats. And let's see if we've ran them out of counter magic. That leads to good promise. So that was an interesting one. Might have been a brew from our opponent there, but that's okay. Sometimes you find brews. So that's one. We're also starting that long climb back up to Mythic. I've not been able to play much over the past week, so ever since the new season started, had a lot of work to do. But here we are. Playing still. Going to game 2. Might just have to build a all-in tutelage deck and see what we can get. Seems like it'd be pretty easy. Just play a whole bunch of Storm's Wraths. Teferi tutelage, Is It control? Man, you can throw in the Godzilla turtle. This hand is nice. Hello, Alice, with your Mythic Championship 2019 sleeves. You got it, Bodhi. You got it. Let's play. Let's play. Another sacrifice list. White-black auras. Or are we... What are we playing here? Winota. Okay, so opponent here is a Winota list. We need to get our ramp on pretty quickly quack. Do like this deck. I think the deck is pretty strong. Simple. Very simple. Should be Mardu. If they have red sources in hand. Ooh. There might be a sneeze. You pass. Oh, I almost had a sneeze there. Opponent is deep in the thinker. I'm gonna blow the snaz 1 second. Just realized we had a stop set somehow? Yo, General General Enforcer. Okay. Blast on 2 is cute. Could. But I think we're just going to Euro into Cultivate. Work our way towards Ugin. Ugin will definitely bring us in. We need to aware them. So here's where they would slam their red source, Winota, get a couple triggers. That is red source. Yeah. Thinking about exiling Euro. Might be good. Neat. So, Ugin off the top would be mighty fine. Main phase eats a... Alright, so I'm guessing they don't have What's Her Cheeks, so we're going to do that. And dig. We're going to get this on 2. Crossus is cute. Crossus is very cute. I'm going to put 1 counter on it. There's a 3 mana, so we'll cycle the Triome. We'll end the turn. See if they drew Winota. Guess we'll leave them with 1 zombie army and a human soldier. Blast on 3 is also very strong in this matchup. Although making sure that the 3 mana humans that this deck runs is indestructible kind of hoses that. So we're definitely just going to blast on 2 here. And we're going to cycle this Triome. So if I'm mana to play Ugin, we just need to get to our Ugin and just go off from there. Basri's good. That is very good. Yep. So they're gonna be able to get a thingy out of that. Sucks. Thirsty for an Ugin here. Super thirsty for an Ugin. One, two, 3, 7. All right, let's dig. All right, there's the Ugin. No Winotas for insane flips. Then we will -4, clean up everything. Hopefully Cross survives. We'll be able to get in for 7 first. They'll be able to get in for 3. Op is thinking. Quite a few thinkers today. Time clock? Ooh. That's unnerving. What are we doing? So this just makes a thingy. We want to be able to get in for 7. Can't block there. Let's do this. Cool. So now we're minusing 6, which is a lot, but worth it. And we're still able to get in for 7 beforehand, and then on the following turn we play another Crossus. I think we're in an okay spot. The old cleave. That's cool. Did we turn this around? I mean, we have another Ugin in hand, so I think we're sitting very pretty. Very pretty indeed. Quit looking at him. Why are you looking at him? Playing shocks? Interesting, very interesting. I'm going to tick up and kill the Reaver. Just to hedge against potential Winotas. I'm going to play this whole bunch of blockers. And there's no point playing this, it's just an extra draw, so. Well, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, fine. We'll play it. End turn. So yeah, the main reason we didn't kill General Enforcer here is to limit the number of non-humans they have on the field, because if they draw Winota, then that is a much bigger problem for them to get 2 extra humans out of their deck. So that is why we made that choice. That would be why. Yep. So they get 1 flip. Why is General Enforcer got indestructible? It's very interesting. I'm going to speculate. I'm going to do this. We don't need to because we have another Ugin in hand. But I really just kind of want to play across this next turn. That's very nice. Damage, right. Okay, cool. Yeah, so we're gonna do this. Why are you still indestructible? Oh, legendaries. Okay, so we do this. Then we do this. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sure. So that's 4, 10 damage. You'll instance being raised the alarm is pretty nasty. But we'll have a second Ugin just to clean up all this mess, and then we'll just pretty much be ahead. We're going to hope that they put all of their force towards killing Ugin the Spirit Dragon so we can keep Ineffable alive. Because we will just block. But if they get 2 hits and they're able to put one on this, then that'll be sad. Cool, that's what we wanted. Cool, alright, sweet. So we'll block like that. Patient player. Very patient, very thoughtful. The big think opponent. It's okay. You did it. Good job. Yep, there's nothing you can do here, buddy. I guess you can put your Selfless Savior in the graveyard. Okay. Alright, so we want the extinction events in Aether Gust can be fine. And we'll run it like that. Ritual Soot, it's not as fantastic because of their general. Makes all their little guys indestructible, so like once that happens it's kind of an issue. So it's like it's kind of like a little risk. We could try it. Guess it still could potentially be good. We'll go down. What's our land count here again? We can go down and land. Go down to Radio Fountain. We'll try like that. See if we can get that fast 2-0. Opponent is still thinking. We're gonna pop our knuckles. A bunch. All right, opponent, would you like to play first or second? First or second? Time clock is just ticking away. Yeah, I guess his hand is fine. We'll be able to keep up Aether Gust. Euro on 3. Nah, we'll find better things. And there's no reason to play Aether Gust on turn 2 here. We can get around a Tajik, but that doesn't really do much. We really want to just save this for a Winota turn. The big thing is like they build up a board, they slam Winota, you counter it, and then the following turn you just swipe. You just sweep away. So play a tap land to your center back. Probably have a Raise the Alarm If they have no 2-drop, then that just makes us feel really nicely. Really nicely. While they think about playing the best card they could possibly play of Raise the Alarm, if they do, check out my Patreon. Do a whole bunch of awesome giveaways on my Twitch. And being a Patreon sub, you do not have to be present to get those giveaways. We're currently working our way towards a Patreon goal to give away a box of sealed Theros Beyond Death. Oh yeah, big think. Whoa. Strider. So we're looking for a Ritualist Soot. And we are going to have to leave up Aether Gust here, because that's 4 flips. It's devastating. But we're looking for a board wipe. Opponent thinking about whether or not they want to sacrifice in their main phase 2. They do not. Blast Zone does nothing good for us here, so we're going to get our second black source. That would be necessary if we attempt to top deck a Ritual of Soot, specifically. So we're going to end turn. And we're going to see if we're going to win this game on a timer tick down. We're going to see. We're going to think about it. We're going to leave it in. We're going to leave it in. Whilst they think. Let's click on everything. Ooh. They have the duress. That's fine. Our whole goal was to wait an extra turn anyway, so. Just get our 1 swamp. Go ahead and take the beats. Alrighty. Shields down. So they don't have one out in hand. That's nice, at least. They don't have one out in hand, or they don't have a red source. Ooh, but they spread at the top. I think that means they have a one out in hand, but they don't have a red source. Send it back. We can Ooga next turn. But if they slam Winota here, then we're in dire straits. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Last card, Winota. It's not. Had my tail tucked a little bit there. Whew. Still not in a really great place. 4 blocks survives. Okay. Not finding our board wipes. So now we want to find Extinction Event, please. Extinction Event would be really nice. That would be choice. Oof. I guess replay Wolf Strider too. Gross. Extinction Event might not do it now. The extra goat. Does that do something for me? Block, gain 1. Not enough. Block. See how close we were. Literally next turn. Oh, man. Make them do it. Make them do it. We just had to survive one more turn. Maybe they'll click through. It happens, you know? Sometimes you just accidentally click through. But sometimes you don't. Okay. Alright, let's go to the next one. Probably not gonna make any changes. I think that's pretty much fine as is. We're on the play now, so we get the extra turn that we missed last time. Let's give it a go. Let's give it a go. Shut the drawer there. Play first. I guess this is fine. We don't have any black sources, which is very problematic if they have a fast start. That's a-okay. The old T1 Duress. Ooh. We're ramping. Laxy Daddy. Laxy don't. Nice. Okay, no attacks. Don't red source into Winota. Oh, that's red source. Don't Winota me. No. The Nutter Butters. Let's see what they hit. Good. Even. Another even, please. And odd. Okay. Alright, so even. So even with Loxodon and Kudrow, we can block Kudrow. Well, we couldn't because we'll lose our Hydreight Crosses. So we take 8. Odd. Then they just spiral out because of their Knight and Soldier. gonna say even. And we will cycle the migration path. They shock it in. Oof. That means they have what? They have Embercleave. Embercleave to trick into lethal. Yeah, I'll concede to that. Whew. Alright, so Winota deck, pretty strong. Pretty strong. Definitely good. 1-1. Let's go on to the last one here, see if we can show some power of Ugin. Come on, let's get one of these to go a winning record here. So, last run through. Again, Patreon for $1 a month. You get access to our private Discord server where we talk about different decks. We talk about the meta. I can help you build better decks. For $2 a month, you get the aforementioned plus entry into our random giveaways, plus a signed copy of Hymn to Turok. We have Table, Cloak, Wolf, all the different ones. For $5 a month, you get all of that. Plus, you get the ability to take over 15 minutes of my stream once per week and do a deck tech. And then our premium for $10 a month, you get all of that, plus a free custom hand-drawn token every single month. You get to tell me what you want us to make you, and we will make you a specialized token just for you. This is close. This hand's really close. Untapped land, or just a land in general. Okay. Okay, so here's the aggros. Put down a good blocker. Gain some life. I'm fine with that. For this matchup, I am fine with that. You got me. You got me with the pingening. Sure. Another blocker. Sadly, do not have the next land. See what they do. Yep, got another stomp. Cool, cool. All right. Let's keep doing this thing. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. So one land gets us Ugin. Save our life as much as possible. It's fair. That's a good follow-up. It's fine. It is A-okay. Next turn we get to Ugin Wipe. Let's hope they play a whole bunch of stuff. Add some stuff. Play some more stuff. Nice. Choose 3. Play a blocker, and then next turn we get to come back with a Kra-Kra. Mm-hmm. One, two, so 5, 6, 7, 8. See what they got. Sticking it out though. It's nice. Plays it out there. Okay, so we have the mono red matchup here. So we'll bring in the Ritual Soot, the Extinction Events. We will go down Migro Path, Cultivate. Perhaps a Forest. Nah, Island. Think we're gonna like that. Can't remember if we were on the play there or if they were on the play that game. Uncertain. This hand is fine. So we get a forest, we gain some life, we gain some life. Hopefully get another land, we gain some life, we gain some life, we hopefully get there. We just need to draw running lands, essentially. That is what we need. It's not a land. Good. That wasn't a land, so that's fine. Well. That was not very desirable. Land. So, blue source. Island. The island we took out. The cleave. Well, we're not drawing our running lands. That is the one thing we needed to do, and we're not doing it. Sometimes, you know. Sometimes you just do not get your lands. Still wasn't a land on top. Deck has 27 lands in it currently. Well, not currently. But, you know. Jeez. Alright. Play to our outs. Let's see here. We go to 16. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think we thin. That'll do it. So they just swing out here. They have Embercleave, I believe, in hand. Oh, I thought they had 9 big lethal. The big lethal. Alright, we're going to game 3. Did not hit their land drops there. Well, we hit them, but, like, you know, not enough. Alright, so we'll try this. We could go down a Solemn, go up a Scooze. Could be useful. Gain some life. Let's try that. It's a little bit better on the play than on the draw. Sure. See what we can do. Aggressive. Keep the life gain coming. The mono red. Cool. Sure. Neat. Owie. So next turn we can Euro and a Boreal Grazer. Legage. Cleavin', eh? Sure. Sure. Pretty sure we're dead. Pretty sure we are dead. Guess we probably should have just scried this away so that we could have looked for a board wipe. Now our board wipe of only good choice would have been the exile-y one, but that's still not going to be enough. So we'll play our Solemns here. Solemnly extend the hand. Concede. So there you have it. That's Ugin. Didn't show as well as I wanted it to. I still think the deck is fairly good. Just needs a little bit of tweaking. Yeah, so that's Ugin Ramp. It's still a viable option. The games that we lost, we did take to 3, so sometimes, you know, the die roll, the variance just affects the game beyond control. But so that's that. Those decks. We're going to be continuing trying out different decks in Standard to see how the new meta is going to be going. Most likely going to be making another Sultai most updated mid-range video. That's most likely the next thing that I'm going to do. And then after that, I am going to be looking into some different control lists to see what decks can be great. Now that Teferi's gone, we can play a whole lot more counter magic and see if we can really spiral that out of control. But the main deck over the next 2 months or a month and a half until Zendikar comes out and the rotation happens, probably going to be emphasizing on Sultai mid-range and trying to see if we can really just make that deck happen. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you check me out on Twitch. I stream every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's it. Yeah. Bye.